This was the first time for everything.
Never been towed before.
It looks like we got 2 lobster boats up here as well. I'll try and not get close to them.
Whoa.
I think we got it.
Yeah? It's on this one. Oh, you just got off.
You got one on your port side too.
Oh, he just snagged another one.
And the times that we walk, going through and through. In that moment I felt that I could go anywhere with you.
So we have woken up to an absolutely beautiful scene here. Where we anchored the other night, which is Cow's Head, I think it's called. We came in the fog yesterday and woke up to beautiful, glorious sun. And we're gonna move again and head to another island that's really close by, that's very challenging to get into, called Mudhole. Mudhole is an island close to where we are now.
We're gonna go out and explore this area. Not sure if we're actually gonna get ourselves into Mudhole. It's supposed to be pretty shallow and challenging, but we might give it a try.
So we'll see what happens when we get over there. We're leaving at the right time. We want to enter about an hour before high tide, which is right about now, and it's very close. It's only a couple miles away. But we're just going to kind of assess the situation and see, because Maine can be very challenging with the rocks under the water. We don't want to be hitting our bottom or rudder with. But anyway, yeah, this is early fall in Maine, and it's beautiful when it's beautiful.
Gorgeous, right?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Today we're going on an adventure. It's fall here in Maine, and we explored Cross Island in our last episode, our furthest, most northeast destination. We're now making our way back west, while making some stops on the way, such as the one we're headed to now, Mudhole.
Oh, a seal.
Oh, shit. There is nothing like a few foggy days in a row to make you appreciate the sun, and that's how I feel right now. I'm just like going crazy filming. It's just beautiful. According to our guidebook, if we enter at high tide, stick first to our port side and then to our starboard, we can safely navigate around the rocks submerged by the entrance to Mudhole. You can never be too careful though, which is why Brian's gone through with the dinghy first to check things out.
6'9". Alright, copy that. Yeah, I'll give it a whirl. I mean, we have 12 feet of water. It's gonna go really slow. The water. It looks really cool. Here I go.
So you can kind of see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but let's see. There's a difference in the color of the water right there, and that is a rock, a large rock underwater. So we're going to avoid that side and try to come in closer to this side. So even though we're pretty close to the rocks on this side, we're coming in here at high tide, so should be okay, but we're going really slow. You can really see these dangerous rocks at low tide, where we got this footage later on. This is what we're now snaking our way around. Delos is just gonna follow us in. They have a deeper draft. Really glad to be away from that big rock. Just seeing it underwater is freaky. See that? And then at some point there's going to be more port side and we're gonna swing over to the starboard to avoid that rock. Okay, so we're past those starboard rocks and then we're gonna start moving over to starboard now a little more.
So we're in 15 feet of water at high tide. So that'll be like 3 feet at low. So we can't escape at low water, but
Yeah,
plenty of room as of now.
definitely gonna have to time our exit.
Yeah. I'm just trying to map out where we would run aground in this mud hole.
Mm-hmm. Like right in front of you. There's a big old spot.
14, so this would be about
Okay.
13.
Later on, Bill's returning from a mission to find the best place to land for a hike. Getting on shore in Maine is not generally a quick process. Lately, we've been finding it easier to drop our kayak in and leave the dinghy anchored in deeper water. The key word is easier. It works.
I didn't slide when I went, it was okay.
A lot of trails in Maine, but they're a little challenging to get to sometimes.
Is it wet? I'll push. I really have no propulsion now.
Good teamwork. A lot of cool hikes in Maine, but they're little. Some of them are hard to get to by boat. Not necessarily designed for that.
The tide is so.
Yeah, the tide is here. It's 10 feet, which is a little less than
12
we
feet,
were.
actually.
It was 12 feet, but that's a lot. So even if you go for a 2-hour hike, it'll change 5 feet. This means that when we get back from our hike in a couple hours, things will look different as the tide continues to drop. It's when we return that we get a glimpse of what we traveled by earlier today at high tide. Massive rocks.
We did though, right?
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
That was crazy, huh?
Right there. We're not completely low yet.
No, I don't think it's completely low too.
I think it's gonna be 2.5 or 3 feet right here when it's low. I tried to drink one of those vanilla beers the other night. I couldn't do it.
No, they're not that good, are
I'm
they?
sorry.
Pretty cool.
I just can't believe how low this tide is right now. Do you think it's easier to carry her in the hand?
No, I'll keep them in the backpack. That way I can use both.
While it may not always be easy to cruise Maine, the work we put in means beautiful anchorages like this, and experiences we couldn't have via any other means of travel. Before we continue our trek back west, there's one more spot we want to check out in this area, close enough to get to by dinghy, Mistake Island with its pretty lighthouse. To check it out though, we'll jump through the usual hoops.
Well done, William. Well done.
That's only 50% there. The hard part is coming for me.
Don't worry, it's not slippery at all.
Taking one for the team, honey.
How deep is it here? Oh, gosh. That's pretty deep. Nope. Not going there.
If you use the paddle, maybe I can help pull you up.
Oh, yeah, maybe I can throw you a line.
There you go. As I fall in.
Yeah, careful.
Yeah, don't go too far
Yeah,
down.
I'll go this way.
Oh, let's see this toss.
Oh, look at this. God.
Got it.
Nice.
Hey, I should have had you do this one.
Probably. I'm pretty balanced in that thing.
What's there? Made it.
Nice. Yeah, I went up on my knees. Yeehaw!
Victory is mine.
So we are heading back out the mud hole. Out of the mud hole.
This is probably the narrowest point right here. See how close we are to the rocks? There's a big undersubmerged rock right there, but we still have 10 feet, so 9.8 under the keel.
Safe to say we made it yet?
We're in 20 feet of water now. You never fully made it in Maine. There's always rocks waiting for you somewhere, you know?
There is just never a dull moment in cruising. I didn't get this on film, but right before we left, we turned on the engine and there was some weird substance sort of leaking out from the bottom of it, and it kind of smells like a lot of different things, so we'll have to look at that because we are going to be motoring all day today and we have to make 6 knots an hour to get in by sunset. So just another day. Another day in cruising life. But all's well that ends well.
Yep, well, hasn't ended yet. We'll see. I'm gonna go under there and take a look. I mean, maybe we just knocked over a can of transmission fluid or something, who knows.
After we make it out of Mudhole safely, Bill's working on finding out what fluid has collected below the engine. He's beginning by checking the transmission, located at the bottom of the sail locker. Unfortunately, in doing that, he inadvertently created a problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Like, so we had red fluid in the bilge, and I went to go check it, and just like kind of matched the soft metal. That's dipstick made out of.
The problem is that when Bill replaced the transmission's dipstick, our propeller, unbeknownst to us, was still spinning and chewed up the dipstick, generating tiny metal bits that have now contaminated the fluid, whose purpose is to lubricate the gears. This means we can't risk using the engine now, because these metal bits could damage the metal transmission gears.
Give it a shot. I don't know. I've never towed another boat with Delos, but first time for everything, right?
Yeah, I guess it's always an adventure, right? I could, yeah, I'll get that rigged up now, and I'll drop the dinghy in.
Okay. Give us a shout when you're ready, and we'll perform the maneuver.
Ay, 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 ay. Well, this sucks. Don't check your transmission while the propeller is spinning a little bit because it eats the dipstick. On the end, okay.
Oh, the things we do.
Oh, jeez.
Just tie it through the end of both of those.
We have to adjust these a little bit so they're the same length.
This was the first time for everything.
Never been towed before.
Yeah,
We don't even have towing insurance.
I know. Friends instead.
Do that.
That's a sight you don't see every day.
Incredibly foggy now. So we have our radar on. We can hear a lobster boat like right off our starboard. Can't see it. It's just more dangerous when you're towing because you have this length between the two boats that
Yeah.
you can't see. And we're also dodging lobster pots too. And we're going pretty quickly actually. We're going 5 knots.
5.4 now.
5.4, so
Delos is a beast.
Delos is a pretty strong
Yeah.
boat. Super grateful that they're doing this for us. Feel kind of stupid, honestly, that we made this mistake. Yeah, just grateful that they're here and that they stuck around and are helping us out in this way. It's pretty amazing friendship.
It's gotten quite foggy out. Delos is like what? Like 300 feet away from us. I can't even see them right now.
Very, very inopportune. I can hear Sierra, but I can't see the boat.
Great. This is really thick, huh?
This is extremely thick. But this kind of rolled in before and then rolled out.
Yeah.
I mean, not this thick, but I mean, that's definitely the sound of a lobster boat,
Now
right?
there's something behind us, in front of us. 10th of a mile away.
That sounds like a lobster boat. Why does this have to happen right now?
Yeah, you're coming in a little clearer. Looks like we got 2 lobster boats up here as well. So I'll try and not get close to them.
Yeah, I guess we're trying to make a wide turn around them.
Fog is lifting a little bit, kind of like just in time, because we have to make a turn now. You can see that lobster boat. You can see that lobster boat way out in the distance. Crossing from Delos. And that's what they sound like, too. That's what we've been hearing. The fog really rolls in and rolls out very quickly, or it can, you know, sometimes it hovers, but other days it just seems to like come in and go out in 15 minutes. So now we're back to sun again, which is good. I think he's trying to avoid those 2 pots.
other side too.
Oh, he just snagged another one. You can see the water in the line in the water. And how easy it is to get wrapped on these lobster buoys. Lobster pot buoys. Okay. Yeah, looks okay. It's going to starboard. Yeah, nice.
Yep, in neutral. Idle, I mean. Back, all the way, there you go.
We survived the lobster pots, but we're not quite out of the woods yet with respect to this tow. We've got to anchor safely, flush the transmission, temporarily fix the dipstick, and get out of here before the next batch of bad weather comes through. And they say it gets worse before it gets better, which proves true when our next passage results in injury. Watch it go down next time.
Guide myself. Look, Mom, no hands. And the sole of my boot's falling off too. Great. Well, that lasted a while. Probably kind of fun. I'm glad I put a safety line on there.
Yeah. It'd be funny if we never had to go in the water.
That worked. Check your transmission and the propeller spinning a little bit is
The Adventures of Calico Skies.
a little boat that could.